The Crescent and the Star. In a peaceful village surrounded by golden fields, Lily lived a simple life, gathering herbs and selling flowers at the market. Known for her grace and kindness, she bore a peculiar crescent moon birthmark on her wrist that often sparked curiosity among the villagers. Though her life was humble, she dreamed of a grand castle that felt strangely familiar, though she could never understand why. In a nearby town, Aaron, a hard-working craftsman, spent his days repairing tools and creating trinkets to make a living. With a star-shaped birthmark on the back of his hand and dreams of a forgotten palace, he often felt an unshakable sense of emptiness despite his cheerful demeanor. One crisp morning, Lily and Aaron crossed paths at the bustling market. Distracted by a stray kitten, Lily accidentally bumped into Aaron, scattering her flowers. As they knelt to pick them up, their eyes caught each other's birthmarks. A strange connection sparked between them, an unspoken recognition that neither could explain. Though they exchanged only a few words, their meeting left an indelible mark on their hearts. It was the beginning of a journey neither could foresee, one that would unravel their true identities and the secrets of their pasts. Days after their meeting at the market, Lily couldn't shake the strange feeling that lingered in her heart. The memory of Aaron's star-shaped birthmark and the brief but powerful connection they shared stayed with her. Meanwhile, Aaron found himself often staring at his own hand, wondering why Lily's crescent moon mark had felt so familiar. Fate, however, was not done with them. On a bright afternoon, Lily traveled to a nearby river to gather herbs. There, under the shade of an old oak tree, she spotted Aaron, skillfully carving wood into intricate shapes. She hesitated, unsure if she should approach. But Aaron looked up and smiled. "Fancy meeting you here," he said, setting down his work. "I could say the same," Lily replied, her voice light but curious. "Do you often carve by the river?" "It's peaceful here," Aaron said, motioning for her to sit. "What about you? Searching for something?" "Herbs," Lily said, settling beside him. "The forest nearby has the best." For a while, they talked, their conversation flowing easily as if they had known each other for years. Lily told Aaron about her dreams of castles and grand gardens. And to her surprise, Aaron shared similar dreams, of halls filled with light and laughter, though he couldn't recall whose faces they belonged to. "I've had these dreams for as long as I can remember," Aaron said, gazing at the river. "But they always fade when I wake up. All I'm left with is longing." Lily looked at her wrist, tracing the outline of her crescent moon birthmark. "Do you think it means something? The dreams, and these marks?" Aaron met her eyes, his expression thoughtful. "I don't know. But meeting you feels like the beginning of an answer." The sun dipped lower in the sky, casting golden light over the river. Though they parted ways again, Lily and Aaron both felt a pull stronger than coincidence. Unbeknownst to them, their meeting by the river had set the wheels of destiny in motion, drawing them closer to the truth of their shared past. The Festival of Stars brought life and light to the capital, with music, glowing lanterns, and bustling crowds filling the streets. Lily, awed by the festival's beauty, wandered through the festivities, while Aaron explored the lively market stalls. Neither knew the other was there, but destiny guided their steps. Drawn to a mysterious tent labeled, "Discover Your Destiny," they entered simultaneously, surprised to meet again. Inside, a seer with piercing eyes examined them closely. "You are bound by fate," she said. "Your dreams and marks are no coincidence, you carry royal blood." Lily and Aaron, stunned, denied her claim. "We're just commoners," Aaron argued. The seer only smiled. "Seek the signs, and the truth will reveal itself." Confused but intrigued, they left the tent, deciding to spend the evening together. As fireworks lit the night sky, her cryptic words lingered, planting the first seeds of belief that their destinies were intertwined and far greater than they could imagine. Haunted by the seer's words, Lily and Aaron began searching for answers. Both recalled fragments of childhood memories, royal halls, loving voices, and symbols matching their birthmarks. Determined, they decided to investigate further. Lily found an old chest hidden in her home. Inside was a pendant bearing a crescent moon, the same as her birthmark. Aaron uncovered a wooden box in his workshop containing a ring engraved with a star, identical to his own mark. When they met to share their discoveries, the pieces started to fit together. The crescent and star symbols matched the crests of two neighboring kingdoms. The realization hit them, they weren't ordinary villagers. They were the lost heirs of two royal families. Confused and overwhelmed, they vowed to uncover the full truth, knowing their journey was just beginning. With their newfound knowledge, Lily and Aaron delved deeper into their pasts. They carefully studied the pendant and ring, each bearing the symbols of their supposed royal heritage. The crescent moon was the crest of the Moonflower Kingdom, while the star belonged to the Starlight Kingdom, two realms once allied but now divided by conflict. Driven by curiosity, Lily visited the village elder, who hesitated before revealing an old tale. Long ago, during a great war, the heirs of two kingdoms vanished to protect them from harm, he said. No one knows what became of them. Aaron also sought answers, finding an old map in his town's archives. The map marked the ruins of two castles, one in the north and the other in the south. The discovery filled them with both excitement and fear. When they met again, Lily and Aaron realized the truth was within reach. They decided to visit the ruins together, hoping to uncover the secrets of their origins. With the seals in hand, they felt the weight of destiny calling them forward. On their journey to the ruins, Lily and Aaron traveled cautiously, their path winding through dense forests and desolate plains. The air felt heavy, as though danger lurked nearby. Late one evening, as they crossed a narrow woodland trail, shadows emerged from the trees, bandits armed with knives and crude swords. "Hand over everything," one snarled, pointing a blade at Aaron. Aaron stepped protectively in front of Lily. "We have nothing worth stealing," he said firmly, his voice steady despite the tension. The bandits, undeterred, advanced. A fierce skirmish broke out. Aaron, surprisingly agile, fought back with a fallen branch, his movements swift and instinctive. Lily, though unarmed, used her wits to throw stones and distract the attackers. Together, They managed to hold their ground until the bandits retreated, frustrated by their unexpected resistance. As they caught their breath, Aaron looked at his hands in disbelief. "I didn't know I could fight like that," he murmured. Lily nodded, her voice soft but certain. It felt natural, as if, "We've done this before." The encounter left them shaken but strengthened their bond. It also deepened their resolve to uncover the truth about their past, knowing that their abilities might be tied to the lives they had once lived. With the danger behind them, they pressed on, more determined than ever to reach the ruins. After the bandit attack, Lily and Aaron continued their journey, wary but resolute. As they approached the foothills where the ruins were said to lie, a figure emerged from the shadows of the forest. It was an old knight, clad in worn armor but standing tall with an air of authority. "Who are you?" Aaron demanded, stepping protectively in front of Lily. The knight lowered his sword and bowed slightly. "I mean you no harm. My name is Sir Cedric. I was once a knight of the Moonflower Kingdom, and I've been searching for you both." Lily and Aaron exchanged stunned glances. Cedric explained that he had been tasked with protecting the royal heirs when the kingdoms fell into chaos. "I failed to keep you safe all those years ago," he said with sorrow. "But I vowed to find you again." Cedric showed them a tattered map and described how he had traced their locations through clues left by their families. "The pendant and ring you carry confirm your identities," he said. "You are the lost princess of Moonflower and prince of Starlight." The weight of Cedric's words sank in. Lily and Aaron felt a mixture of disbelief and clarity, their dreams, birthmarks, and the seer's cryptic words were all pieces of a larger truth. "We need your help," Lily said, her voice steady. "There's so much we don't understand." Cedric nodded. "Then we journey together. The ruins hold the answers you seek, but they are also watched by those who would see you fail." With a newfound ally by their side, Lily and Aaron felt both comforted and challenged. Their path was growing clearer, but the stakes were higher than ever. Together, they pressed onward, ready to face the trials that awaited them. Guided by Sir Cedric, Lily and Aaron reached the edge of the ruins, two ancient castles, overgrown with vines but still exuding an aura of forgotten grandeur. The crescent moon crest adorned one structure, while the star symbol marked the other. The sight stirred something deep within them, a feeling of familiarity and longing. "This is where it all began," Cedric said. "And where you'll find the truth." Exploring the Moonflower ruins, Lily discovered a hidden chamber beneath the throne room. Inside was a dusty journal with her mother's handwriting. It told of a desperate plan to save the kingdom's heir during the war, sending her into hiding to protect her from assassins. In the Starlight ruins, Aaron found a locked chest. Using the ring as a key, he opened it to reveal a letter written by his father. It described how Aaron had been smuggled out of the palace as the enemy closed in, with hopes that he would one day return to reclaim his throne. When they reconvened, Lily and Aaron shared their discoveries. The weight of their heritage hit them fully. They were not just villagers but the lost princess and prince of two kingdoms torn apart by war. "This is why we were hidden," Aaron said, his voice heavy with emotion. "Our parents gave everything to keep us safe." Lily's eyes gleamed with determination. "We owe it to them to honor their sacrifice." But how do we bring peace to two kingdoms that have been divided for so long? Sir Cedric stepped forward. The answer lies not just in reclaiming your thrones, but in uniting your people. Together, you may be able to restore what was lost. With renewed purpose, they vowed to uncover the full extent of their roles as heirs and find a way to heal the wounds of their kingdoms. Their journey was far from over, but now they understood what was at stake. With their identities confirmed and their destinies clearer, Lily, Aaron, and Sir Cedric set out to uncover the truth behind the war that tore their kingdoms apart. The ruins had revealed their past, but questions lingered. Why did the kingdoms turn on each other? And who was responsible for their suffering? Their journey led them to the Whispering Highlands, a treacherous region where old records and artifacts were said to be hidden. The path was fraught with challenges, steep cliffs, harsh winds, and the ever-present threat of spies. Yet, their determination pushed them forward. As they traveled, Cedric shared more about the kingdom's history. Moonflower and Starlight were once allies, their rulers bound by trust and friendship. But during the war, whispers of betrayal and sabotage spread. No one knew the source, but the alliance crumbled, and chaos followed. Lily and Aaron listened intently, their resolve strengthening with each step. Along the way, they encountered villagers from both kingdoms who had been displaced by the war. Their stories of loss and suffering deeply moved the two heirs, further fueling their desire to restore peace. In an abandoned monastery at the edge of the highlands, they discovered a cache of old scrolls and letters. Among them was a shocking revelation: a third party, a powerful noble with ambitions of conquest, had orchestrated the conflict. He had sown lies and manipulated both kingdoms to gain control of their resources and weaken their unity. "This is it," Aaron said, holding the damning evidence in his hands. "This is how it all started." Lily's voice was firm. "Then we have what we need to expose the truth and bring our people together. But this noble, he won't let us succeed without a fight." Cedric nodded gravely. "He'll know we're coming. Be prepared for what lies ahead." With the truth in their grasp and danger looming, Lily and Aaron braced themselves for the battles to come. The journey had revealed their roles not just as heirs, but as leaders who must unite their people and confront the forces threatening their kingdoms. With the evidence of betrayal in hand, Lily, Aaron, and Sir Cedric made their way to the hidden castles, fortresses secretly maintained by loyalists from both Moonflower and Starlight kingdoms. These places, untouched by the chaos of war, were filled with remnants of the past that could help them reclaim their thrones. The Moonflower Castle stood nestled in a valley shrouded by mist. Inside, Lily found the royal archives, containing letters and decrees from her parents. Among them was a poignant letter from her mother, Queen Elena, written before her disappearance. "To my dearest Lily," it began. "If you ever find this, know that you were born to lead with kindness and strength. The kingdom needs your light." Aaron's journey led him to the Starlight Castle, perched high on a mountain overlooking the land. In the Great Hall, he discovered a tapestry depicting the kingdom's golden age and a ceremonial sword bearing the star crest. The sword's weight felt natural in his hand, as if it had always been meant for him. He also found a message from his father, King Darius, urging him to fight for unity and justice. When Lily and Aaron reunited, they shared what they had found. Both felt a renewed sense of purpose, their parents' words resonating deeply. "We're not just heirs," Lily said, her voice steady. "We're symbols of hope for our people." Sir Cedric, who had been quietly observing, stepped forward. "The castles are more than relics. They're strongholds. With the loyalists who guard them, we can build a force strong enough to confront the noble who caused this war." Aaron nodded, his hand resting on the ceremonial sword. "But we won't fight just to reclaim thrones. We'll fight to unite our kingdoms and end this conflict." With the hidden castles as their base, they began gathering allies, villagers, displaced nobles, and knights who had long awaited the return of their true leaders. As their forces grew, so did their determination. The time to confront the corrupt noble was drawing near, and Lily and Aaron were ready to take their rightful places as rulers and bring peace to their fractured lands. As Lily and Aaron prepared to confront the noble who orchestrated the war, they realized they needed more than strength, they needed strategy. Sir Cedric suggested reaching out to influential figures from both kingdoms who had remained neutral during the conflict, hoping they could sway their people toward peace. The siblings traveled separately to strengthen their alliances. Lily met with the Council of Moonflower, a group of elders known for their wisdom but reluctant to trust after years of betrayal. She presented the evidence they had gathered, exposing the noble's treachery. "We've been divided by lies," Lily said passionately. "It's time to rebuild our bonds and protect our future." Meanwhile, Aaron approached the Starlight Kingdom's military leader, Commander Rowan, who had withdrawn his forces during the war. Rowan, a stern but fair man, listened as Aaron laid out the truth. "You have your father's fire," Rowan said after a long silence. "If you're willing to fight for unity, I'll stand with you." With their allies secured, Lily and Aaron reunited at the hidden castles. Their forces had grown stronger, but the noble was already aware of their plans. His spies reported their every move, and he began fortifying his stronghold in preparation for an inevitable battle. One night, as they finalized their strategy, a messenger arrived with a chilling warning. "The noble knows your identities," he said. "He plans to strike first and eliminate you before you can challenge him." Undeterred, Lily and Aaron decided to confront the noble directly. "He may strike first," Aaron said, "but we'll make sure we strike last." With their allies united and their hearts resolute, they marched toward the noble's fortress. The battle ahead would be their greatest test. But they knew their fight wasn't just for thrones, it was for the future of their kingdoms. As Lily, Aaron, and their united forces approached the noble's fortress, tension filled the air. The fortress loomed on the horizon, heavily fortified with high walls and guarded by mercenaries loyal only to gold. Inside, the noble, Lord Malric, paced confidently, certain of his victory. Heirs of Moonflower and Starlight. Malric sneered as he received reports of their advance. "Foolish children playing at war. They'll regret challenging me." Unbeknownst to Malric, Lily and Aaron had a plan. Using the information gathered from spies within the fortress, they learned of a secret passage that bypassed the outer defenses, while their main force staged a diversion at the gates. Lily, Aaron, and a small team of loyal knights infiltrated the stronghold under cover of darkness. Inside, they encountered traps and guards. But Lily's sharp intuition and Aaron's combat skills helped them navigate the dangers. When they reached the Grand Hall, they confronted Malric, who stood waiting, flanked by heavily armed guards. "So, the lost heirs return," Malric said with a smug grin. "Do you think you can undo years of my work with a few allies and some old trinkets?" Lily stepped forward, her voice steady. "Your lies and schemes have caused enough pain. The kingdoms deserve peace. And your time is over." Malric laughed coldly. "Peace? There's no peace in power. Only control." Aaron drew his ceremonial sword. "Then we'll take that control from you." A fierce battle erupted. Malric's guards were skilled, but Lily and Aaron fought with determination and purpose. Aaron's sword glowed faintly, as if responding to its rightful owner, while Lily used her agility and wits to outmaneuver their enemies. With their small team holding off the guards, Aaron faced Malric directly. "You're nothing but a pretender," Malric roared, striking at Aaron with a cruelly forged blade. But Aaron parried each blow, his strength and confidence growing with every clash. Finally, he disarmed Malric, forcing him to his knees. Lily approached, holding the evidence of Malric's betrayal for all to see. "Your lies are over. The truth will unite our kingdoms, and you'll answer for your crimes." The fortress fell silent as Malric's remaining guards surrendered, their loyalty broken by the heir's strength and resolve. Bound and defeated, Malric was taken into custody, and the people of the fortress began to cheer for the return of the true royals. With their greatest enemy subdued, Lily and Aaron stood together, knowing the hardest part of their journey was behind them. But the task of uniting two fractured kingdoms still lay ahead. Their victory was only the beginning. The return of Lily and Aaron as the rightful heirs spread like wildfire across both kingdoms. Villagers, nobles, and soldiers gathered in the central valley where the borders of Moonflower and Starlight met. A grand assembly was held to present the evidence of Lord Malric's betrayal and to reveal the long-lost royals. Standing before the crowd, Lily and Aaron addressed their people. Lily, holding the pendant bearing the crescent moon, spoke first. "For years, our kingdoms have suffered from lies and division. We were torn apart not by each other but by the schemes of one man." She pointed to the disgraced Lord Malric, who stood shackled nearby. Aaron stepped forward, lifting the star-emblazoned sword high. "Our parents sacrificed everything to protect us and ensure we could one day return to rebuild what was lost. Today, we honor their legacy by pledging to unite our kingdoms." The evidence of Malric's treachery, combined with the strength and resolve of Lily and Aaron, stirred the hearts of the crowd. Slowly, cheers began to rise. Soldiers from both sides knelt before the siblings, pledging their loyalty, to symbolize the unity of their kingdoms. Lily and Aaron clasped hands, their birthmarks, the crescent moon and the star, glowing faintly. The crowd erupted into celebration, their voices echoing across the valley. Sir Cedric, watching proudly, whispered, "Your parents would be proud. You've brought light back to their legacy." Though there was still much work to be done, Lily and Aaron knew their people's trust and hope were the first steps toward true peace. Together, they prepared to lead their kingdoms into a new era of unity, determined to honor the sacrifices of the past and build a brighter future. With Lord Malric's treachery exposed and their people united, Lily and Aaron returned to their respective kingdoms as rightful rulers. Their coronations were held on the same day, a powerful symbol of the newfound alliance between Moonflower and Starlight. The crescent moon and star banners were raised side by side, representing harmony and hope. Lily, now Queen of Moonflower, focused on rebuilding her kingdom's devastated villages and fostering trust among her people. Her wisdom and compassion quickly won their loyalty. She often visited the villages, reminding everyone that their voices mattered, no matter how small. Aaron, crowned King of Starlight, worked to strengthen their defenses and restore the fractured military, ensuring his people felt safe and secure. He established fair councils to hear the concerns of his citizens, determined to rule with justice and integrity. Despite ruling separate lands, Lily and Aaron remained close, meeting regularly to discuss ways to maintain peace. They created a shared council of advisors from both kingdoms to oversee the alliance's progress. Under their guidance, trade flourished, borders opened, and old wounds began to heal. One evening, as Lily stood on the balcony of her palace, gazing at the stars, Aaron joined her. "Do you ever think about how far we've come?" he asked. Lily smiled softly. "From lost villagers to rulers of two kingdoms. It feels like a dream worth fighting for," Aaron said, his voice filled with determination. "We've given our people hope, and together, we'll ensure it lasts." As the crescent moon rose high in the sky, casting its light over the kingdoms below, Lily and Aaron knew their journey wasn't over. But for the first time in years, peace reigned, and the people of Moonflower and Starlight could look forward to a future united under the leadership of their lost royals. The era of darkness was over. In its place bloomed an era of light, unity, and prosperity, one forged by two siblings who had found their way home.